Welcome back. I'm joined by Championship correspondent Pascal Lemire to preview Friday night's match between Derby and Watford. Pascal, start with the home side, terribly out of form at the moment.
Yeah, no win in six for Derby. They've really tumbled. Before this, winless streak they've had, they were there right at the top of the table and arguably favourites to win the league and go up automatically. But yeah, they've been unlucky with injuries. You have to say, Darren Bent. Since that Darren Bent got injured at the start of this winless run, and since then he's been out. Chris Martin's still out injured, so they haven't really had a main striker, and they've really struggled. No wins in any of the 6 games since last time out before the international break. They travelled to Wolves. It was a big game there, night-time game, and they were a little bit unlucky in that game. They didn't score in the end, but the first half there was a major decision that Steve McLaren was just furious with the officials. Got taken out going through on goal, and it should have been a red card. It was a clear goal scoring opportunity. Jesse Lingard got taken out, and then the ball drops to Tom Ince, and he sticks it in. So if the referee had played advantage, Derby would have scored, but he didn't. He brought it back, but then didn't send off the Wolves player. So they were unlucky there. McLaren was just completely confused as to how it wasn't a red card. He came because he usually sits up in the stand for the first half and even into the second half. But he raced down the stairs to speak to the fourth official. He's absolutely furious. And yeah, when Lux, they haven't been lucky recently. They haven't had any luck at all. Like I said, the injuries, that sort of decision in the Wolves game, seemed to drop down to 5th. They're level on points with 6th place Ipswich. They've got a better goal difference, and they're only 1 point above 7th place Brentford. So things don't go right this weekend, they could be out of the top 6 because there's so many good teams up there and it's so close. So that would be a real surprise considering just how much quality they've got. I think Darren Bent, he should be back for this one. They've been trying to get him fit in time. Chris Martin's probably still going to be out because Martin's a big bloke for him. He's a superb striker in this league, does a lot of things that you want from a striker, good on the ball, good at finishing as well. So if he's still out, that's a blow. And another injury, they've had Jake Buxton, they've ruled him out for the rest of the season. He's a key centre back for them. He scores goals from set pieces as well, and you wonder if they don't get into the playoffs, you wonder. I mean, there's all the links with Newcastle. Steve McLaren, will he go for the Newcastle job? Will Newcastle pay? It's about $2 million compensation. But if they fall off in the sort of last month of the season, you wonder if Newcastle will actually want to bring him in. If he gets into the playoffs, maybe gets him promoted, they might still go. But the McLaren situation is certainly not helping with all the rumours linking him away. So at the moment they are a bit off form, and this is a really tough game against Watford.
Moving on to Watford, they relinquished first position last time out, losing home to Ipswich. Yeah,
big blow for them that. They obviously went into that 6 games unbeaten, top of the table. They were doing really well, and Ipswich went there and they just completely, Mick McCarthy got the better of Ivanovic in the sort of managerial tactical battle, because Watford, there's been free scoring before that game. Troy Deeney was on absolute fire in recent weeks. Matej Vidra as well. Still got Igalo, who obviously started the 2015 fantastically, but they couldn't score in that. They didn't even get a shot on target because Ipswich defended so well. And I think a 0-0 draw would have been about right, but the way Ipswich defended, and then they get one chance in the 95th minute and they stick it away. Richard Chaplow on the break, virtually the last kick of the game. And you have to look at the defence in that game, especially in that last instant. They should have just cleared the ball, dilly-dallied on the ball. Freddie Sears nicked it away and then set Chaplow away for the winner. And they suffered a bad injury to Joel Ekstrand in that game as well. He's now out for about 9 months, I think, serious knee ligament damage. So that's a blow. Talk about Derby having injury problems, but Watford have had them as well with Ekstrand's injury. But they're still right up there. They're only a point behind league leaders Bournemouth with that win, and level on points with Middlesbrough, who are just outside the top 2. But Watford's goal difference is really good. So that's a boost because it's so close up there. When you've got that goal difference advantage, it's effectively another point, because given how close it is, it's very possible that the sides going in for those automatic promotion places could finish level on points. So goal difference could be a big factor in this. But Watford might go into this game out of the top 2, because they're playing obviously later than everyone else. So if Bournemouth win, there'll be a 4-point gap. If Middlesbrough win, they'll be back above them. So there could be a lot of pressure on them going into it.
So a lot of important games in Championship coming up. This is another one. What's your score prediction?
Yeah, hugely important games. A lot of big ones. Ipswich, Bournemouth just before this as well. So there's a lot of big games this weekend. I think in this game it's hard to pick a winner. Derby, McLaren's had 2 weeks now to try and work out where the wrongs have gone. They need to end this unbeaten run soon, but I can't see them doing it here. Watford, there's a lot of quality there, so I'm going to go for a draw, 1-1.
Sports will go for a 1-1 draw.